This exercise is called the 4 elements. The 4 elements can be used whenever you are stressed, feeling anxious, having a panic attack, or whether a traumatic event just occurred and you need to calm down immediately. This exercise is also used as an early EMDR intervention, but you do not have to be a trained therapist to use this exercise. It is a grounding resource tool that you can use at any time, any place, anywhere. The first step in doing this exercise is to have an anchor. So you're going to notice whether you have a wristband on or a bracelet or a watch, something that you never take off. And you're going to use that as your anchor. So every time you look at it, it's something that's going to remind you to do this exercise. In my case, I have a bracelet that says right on it, earth, air, water, light, 4 elements. You're going to also then do a scan that scans your body. How do you feel right this very minute? On a scale of 0, where you have absolutely no stress, to 10, where it's the absolute highest stress that you've ever experienced, you can barely tolerate it. So you're going to take a measure. Just notice where you are right this very second. First element is earth. The earth is something that we are grounded to. You're going to ground yourself right in this very second. And the way that I like to do that is I like to establish safety by recognizing that your body in this very second is planted wherever it is because it feels safe in this moment. Your feet press into the ground. Maybe they're not pressing firmly because you're seated, but maybe your body is seated into your chair and pressed firmly down because your body knows with every shadow of the doubt that in this very second, this chair is holding me and I'm not going to fall or tilt out of the chair. My body is safe sitting in this chair. So in this very second, I know I'm safe. I'm establishing the sensation that my weight of my thighs are pressed into the chair. My weight of my back is pressed into the back of the chair because it knows that I'm not going to topple backwards. I'm safe. First element is earth, safe. You're safe in this very second. Second element is air. I want you to notice your breathing. Maybe place your hands on your stomach. Something I like to do is I like to ask you to gently place your hand on your throat. The reason why is because I want you to breathe on your exhale, long, slow exhale, but I want you to breathe from the back of your throat, like you're fogging up your glasses. So you're going to breathe in, just a regular deep breath in, hold it for a second or two, and then you're going to exhale out from the back of your throat. Breathe in. Breathe out from the back of your throat. That's number 2. 3. 4. 5. Last time, number 6. That's air. That's the second element. First element is safety. Your body's planted. Second element is air. Breathe from the back of your throat, 6 deep breaths, long, slow exhales to feel the vibration in the back of your throat. The third element is water. When we are anxious, it is natural for your body to deplete water from your mouth. So it might be hard to create saliva. One of the ways that I like to do this is imagine that you are biting into a lemon. Notice how your salivating glands automatically start to like secrete some salivation. Swallow that down from the back of your throat. Or if you have access to like a water bottle, you might want to take a sip of your water bottle. Swallow that down from the back of your throat. So the third element is water. You're going to create saliva in your mouth by thinking about biting into a lemon, which automatically stimulates the glands on the side of your neck by your ears, and you're going to naturally swallow that down. That automatically creates the saliva. The fourth element is light. So I want you to think about sunlight from a place that you've ever visited where you feel completely calm and serene. My favorite place that I visited is a place called Alligator Alley in Savannah, in between Savannah and Bluffton, South Carolina. And I love the way that the cypress trees creep over the road with all the moss, and the sunlight, I imagine, as bright as it could be. And I imagine that it's going to creep through those trees and it's going to pour over my body. You're going to do a body scan, naming the parts of your body. And you're going to say that sunlight touches over your hair, your forehead, your nose, your lips, your chin, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your upper stomach, your lower stomach, your groin, your thighs, your kneecaps, your shins, across your ankle, the top of your foot, and your toes. And it comes back across your toes, top of your foot, your ankle, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your groin, your lower stomach, your upper stomach, your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your chin, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, and your hair. And then you're going to cross your arms like a butterfly, like this. And you're going to just gently tap like this. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out from the back of your throat. Think about that sunlight, how bright it is over your body, maybe how warm it is. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Think about your body safe. It's planted where you are in the chair. All of your weight is pressed down into that chair because you're safe. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. One last deep breath. Exhale it out. Okay, pause tapping. Now I want you to do another assessment. You initially scanned your body to assess how stressed you felt in that moment when we started. And I want you to do this again. And I invite you to scan your body again. Take another measurement. Remember, 0 is absolutely no stress. 10 is completely unbearable. Where are you at right now? Maybe it's a little better. Maybe it's not a significant amount. Maybe it's a slight change. That's okay. In EMDR, the rules are there are no shoulds. Sometimes this is an effective tool to ground you, and sometimes it's not. Don't be alarmed if it doesn't work the first time around, but also don't shrug this off as something that doesn't work. I invite you to use this tool as often as you are reminded of it. That's why I asked you to anchor it to something. Maybe a bracelet that you never take off. Maybe it's a watch that you always wear. Use this as your reminder of your safe space, that you envision that bright sunlight. Like I said, mine's Savannah Alligator Alley. I always think of that place and I calm myself. I hope this is something that you found helpful, and I invite you to use it as often as you remember. Thanks for watching. My name is Jennifer Brea, and I'm a therapist. I also have my doctorate in counselor education and supervision, and I'm an EMDR certified therapist that works out of Paramus, New Jersey. So thank you for your time.